Hello out there, After Hours enthusiasts. I'm James.
I'm Jason.
And this is the first ever edition of Cinema After Hours.
That's right. Today we're going to be reviewing a movie that we saw last night, and that movie was
Jurassic World: The Fallen Kingdom. Take a look.
She's tracked. Okay, come on.
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
How many can you save?
11 species. Blue is the last of her kind.
You'll never capture her.
We thought you might know someone who could help.
A rescue op. What could go wrong? Hey, Blue. You know me. Come with me. You know you can't stay here. Pack your men up right now.
It was all a lie!
The man who proved raptors can follow orders. You never thought how many millions a trained predator might be worth?
They're gonna sell them.
Not Blue. They need it for something else.
What is that thing? They made it.
This is the most dangerous creature that ever walked the earth.
I say we shut this whole thing down. Hey, girl. You think what I'm thinking?
Genetic power has now been unleashed.
You can't put it back in the box.
Blue! If I don't make it back, remember you're the one who made me come here.
I'll be all right. These creatures were here before us. And if we're not careful, they're gonna be here after. Welcome to Jurassic World.
Man, that looks really good, doesn't it?
That was. I really liked the trailer, and going into the trailer, it kind of seemed like this just fits in with the rest of the Jurassic Park movies so well.
Sure does. And we're of a little bit differing opinions on the Jurassic series of movies. You loved every one of them.
I went and saw every single one of them in theaters, loved every single one, and just happy to see it continue on.
And I was a little bit different. I mean, I thought the first one was pretty good. After that, I thought that they kind of just slowly went downhill into a giant train wreck at the bottom. And but this one, I thought did a really well job and redeemed the series as a whole.
I think that it's happened since the last film before this one. When Jurassic World came out, it set up a whole new thing, like the what-if scenario. What if the theme park actually opened? What if they continued the genetic research on the dinosaurs? It was just natural plot progression from part one all the way now to Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. So a lot of fun stuff that happened in there, and the return of Jeff Goldblum.
That's right. And Jeff Goldblum, always enjoy him on film. Anything that he's in, I really enjoy, except for the second Independence Day. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Jurassic World: The Fallen Kingdom. And, James is a little bit younger than me, so when the first Jurassic Park movie came out, he was still just a baby child, so he had that magic going on. He had that real enjoyment and, the light in his eyes and all that happy-go-lucky crap. I was a little bit older, so to me it was just robot dinosaurs. It was kind of cool. It had never been done before, but the magic was a little lost on me, I think. So I think that's why he enjoyed the films more than I did.
Most definitely. When you're an 8-year-old kid and you see dinosaurs walking across the screen for the first time, it's like dinosaurs were real. And it brought about a whole new nostalgia and made people interested again in going to the museums and seeing the dinosaurs and learning their names and things of this nature. And more, what I think that this series has done with people is it's introduced children more and more to dinosaurs and given them an interest in it and, looking at our past.
That's right. And, it's amazing how a series of films, I think, can inspire an entire generation of kids to do things like, anthropology and paleontology,
yeah,
and all that stuff. So, very, very inspirational, and I think that the latest film really shows that, because one of the characters, she is a veterinarian for paleontology, so she's gone to veterinary school for dinosaurs.
Yeah, dinosaurs have been around so long in this one that now they have veterinarians specifically for the dinosaurs. Things like this, like I said, natural progression. It's gotten to a point now where, this isn't a surprise anymore to see a dinosaur. It's not, it's been done. And so, just absolutely love that whole thing. And also, Bryce Dallas Howard, again, back in the movie. Right, yeah, back in the movie. And in the last movie, she insisted on doing all of her shots in high heels.
Really? I didn't know that.
While some people would feel that it was completely ridiculous for a woman to be running from a Tyrannosaurus Rex in high heels and still escaping, I found that that was a fun little part of the movie.
Interesting. It's amazing what you learn on these things. So let's talk about this film specifically a little bit. We both really enjoyed it, I think.
Yeah, really enjoyed it.
Great cast. We already talked about Jeff Goldblum. We already talked about
Bryce Dallas
Howard. Chris Pratt, just kind of out of left field. This guy just came in, and he was, he did the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and he's doing the Jurassic Park now, and I think he's a really well-rounded actor. He's more in the action roles, but he's also able to show the dramatic side in this film, and show a lot of emotion, for the dinosaur Blue as well as Bryce's character.
I think for Chris Pratt, they found out that he could be in a summer blockbuster. With Guardians of the Galaxy, with the MCU growing along as well as it is, they found out they could put him in a movie that's going to sell in the summertime. So, for him to have come in the last Jurassic World, now I don't mind his performance. I don't think he's great, but I do think that he sells tickets, and that as long as he's in the MCU, he's going to keep making these movies.
Yeah, and if you say his name fast enough, it sounds like you're saying Crisp Rat, which is kind of cool.
Little side note, a little bit of trivia there. So Jurassic World, The Fallen Kingdom, we need to come up with, what would we give this movie on a scale of thumbs up here?
We're going to do those?
No, you know what? I think we'd get sued if we did the thumbs up. Because
so. Let's go with a star rating, so right above our heads. So you give it what, out of 5 stars?
Out of 5 stars, I would give Jurassic World, The Fallen Kingdom, 4 stars.
4 stars. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I think I'd give it 4 stars too. Yeah, 4 stars seems about right.
So 4 stars from each of us. This was a great movie. You're going to love to go see it. The children can go see it. Everybody in the house will see it and love it. It's one of those things, and it's really continued a series on that really could have died after the 3rd film.
Oh, and just another side note here. I counted while we were at the theater how many times they actually showed blood, and for all these people getting eaten.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people got eaten in this movie. 3 times they showed blood, and it was very minimal each time. So
right.
It's okay for the kids. It might give them a little bit of a scare, but not overly bloody. No vulgar language that I remember. So definitely a good one for the kiddies.
One point that you have to make is back when, in '93 when the first one came out, that was petrifying to children. Because you hadn't seen something like that before. But now in the age of CGI, kids are seeing monsters everywhere, including in their own cartoons. Things are happening, you know, like that. So they're pretty much desensitized by that anyway. But for this, you're definitely not going to have, you know, it's not going to harm them to see it. Great movie. 4 stars, 4 stars.
It's an average of 4 stars.
Science. So, ladies and gentlemen, for Cinema After Hours,
I'm Jason.
I'm James, and take care of yourselves.
Sure.
Whatever.